Stoicism's not feeling emotions. It's feeling the emotion and going, okay, why is this happening? How much does this really matter? What's the most intelligent move on the chessboard?
This is Stoicism, but this is not. It's time to cut through the noise and dive into what Stoicism really means and how it can genuinely transform your life. Originating in the bustling markets and grand halls of ancient Greece, Stoicism was more than just a philosophy. It was a way of life, crafted by some of the most brilliant minds of the era. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king; Seneca, the dramatist and statesman; Epictetus, the once enslaved man turned influential thinker. Stoicism offered a roadmap to living with integrity, resilience, and peace. True Stoicism teaches us about control, the fine art of distinguishing between what's in our power and what's beyond our grasp. It's about understanding our emotions, not burying them, and using reason to navigate life's unpredictable waters. So, if you've been fed a version of Stoicism that feels too shallow, too easy, it's time to dive deeper. When you hear the word Stoicism, what pops into your head? A stone-faced statue, impervious to the world's chaos, maybe? Or someone who shrugs off their feelings like an overcoat in spring? That's the picture many have painted, but let's scratch that surface a bit. First up, the big myth: Stoicism equals emotionless. Picture this: you're watching your favorite team lose and you feel nothing. That's what some think Stoicism is all about. But here's the real scoop. Stoicism isn't about suppressing your cheers or your tears. It's about understanding them. Imagine you're the captain of your ship in a storm. Stoicism teaches you to steer calmly, not to ignore the waves. Now for our did you know moment. Did you know that Seneca, one of our Stoic pals, actually wrote plays full of passion and peril? Far from emotionless, he plunged into the depths of human feelings, exploring them through his characters. Stoicism doesn't ask you to be a robot. It invites you to be a wise human, fully in touch with your emotions but not capsized by them. And about that serene indifference, let's bust that myth. Imagine you're at a concert, your favorite band playing. Serene indifference would have you stand there unmoved, like a statue. But Stoics, they'd be right there with you, feeling the beat, understanding the moment's beauty, and savoring it fully, just not clinging to it when it's time to let go. So, when you hear someone say Stoicism is about being unfeeling or detached, remember, it's actually about being in full command of your ship, riding the waves of life with skill, not about flattening the sea. Stoicism, in its true essence, is rich, deep, and brimming with the wisdom of embracing life fully, with all its ups and downs. It teaches us to navigate with reason, resilience, and a heart wide open to the world. All right, let's dive deeper and unpack the treasure chest of Stoicism, revealing the 4 jewels that make it shine: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These aren't just lofty ideals, they're the roadmap to a fulfilling life. First up, wisdom. Think of it as the GPS for life's tricky decisions. Wisdom is knowing the best path to take, not just for you, but for everyone involved. Picture deciding whether to join your friends for a night out or staying in to study. Wisdom guides you to balance enjoyment with responsibility. Then, there's courage. It's not just about facing lions in an arena. It's about standing up for what's right, even when it's unpopular. Like speaking up when you see someone being treated unfairly, even if your voice shakes. Justice is about fairness, making sure everyone gets their due. Imagine you're dividing a pizza. Justice ensures everyone gets their slice, not just the person who shouts the loudest. And temperance? That's the art of self-control. It's choosing a healthy meal over fast food, not because you can't have the burger, but because you control your desires, not the other way around. Now let's talk control. In Stoicism, it's all about focusing on what's in your hands, your actions and reactions, and letting go of the rest. Like when you're stuck in traffic. You can't clear the road, but you can choose to stay calm, listen to some tunes, and not let it ruin your day. In mindfulness, it's about living here in the now, fully engaged with life. It's savoring your coffee in the morning, feeling its warmth, tasting its bitterness, and enjoying the moment fully. Living in accordance with nature means recognizing we're part of something bigger. It's walking in the park and feeling connected to the trees, the sky, and understanding we're all part of this incredible world. These principles aren't just ancient wisdom. They're practical tools for navigating today's world. By embracing wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, focusing on what we can control, and living mindfully in harmony with nature, we unlock a more fulfilling, resilient life. Now let's roll up our sleeves and get into the practical stuff. How do we weave Stoicism into the fabric of our daily lives? It's one thing to understand the theory, but the real magic happens when we put it into practice. Morning gratitude or controlled journaling is a fantastic way to kickstart your day. Spend a few minutes each morning jotting down what you're grateful for or things within your control. It's like setting the GPS for your day, ensuring you're focused on the right path. And as your day wraps up, take a moment for an evening reflection. Ask yourself, did I live by my values today? Where can I improve? It's like reviewing the game tape after the match, learning from what you did to play better next time. Introducing Stoic challenges. These are small, daily, or weekly tasks designed to boost your Stoic muscles. One day, it might be taking a cold shower to embrace discomfort. Another day, it could be doing a random act of kindness without expecting anything in return. It's about finding strength in simplicity and purpose in action. Cultivating emotional resilience is key. When faced with an obstacle, try to see it as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said, "The obstacle on the path becomes the way." Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser. Here's a tip. Next time you're faced with a challenge, pause and ask, what would a Stoic do? This simple question can shift your perspective, turning a reactive emotion into a thoughtful action. Let's tackle a biggie, the difference between pop Stoicism and the real gritty practice of Stoicism. It's easy to fall for those catchy, bite-sized quotes on social media, but Stoicism is much more than just cool sayings on a coffee mug. True Stoicism isn't about just surviving life with a stiff upper lip. It's about thriving in the face of life's challenges. It's a deep, personal philosophy that demands engagement, not just passive consumption. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius isn't just a collection of quotes. It's a diary of personal struggle, resilience, and wisdom. And Seneca's Letters from a Stoic, they're not just advice, they're a guide to living a meaningful life. I urge you to dive into these texts. Start with Meditations or Letters from a Stoic. Let these works challenge you, shape you, and inspire you. It's one thing to like a quote on Instagram. It's another to let that quote change the way you live your day-to-day life. But here's a heads up. Embracing Stoicism fully is not for the faint-hearted. It requires you to look inward, to question your actions, your motives, and yes, your integrity. Stoicism calls for a commitment to self-discipline, to constant learning, and to living your values, even when it's hard. So, as we venture forth, let's strive for more than just pop Stoicism. Let's commit to the authentic practice of Stoicism. It's a journey that will ask much of you, but in return, it offers a life of purpose, resilience, and deep joy. Remember, Stoicism isn't just about reading philosophy, it's about living it.